YouTubers, welcome back to Guru Chronicles. Man, I am pumped up, I'm stoked, I'm excited. I hope you enjoyed last week's session with Mom Briscoe, breaking it down on being a mom and pressing through life and circumstances. I told you this season, I'm going to have guest speakers, I'm going to have guests coming in sharing a few life experiences. And I tell you now, I am truly excited. I'm truly pumped to have, and I'm proud to have one of my siblings here, one of my brothers, one of my soldiers. I love this man to death, and this is my ride or die brother. All of them are, but he's down here visiting us here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'd like to introduce to you none other than my brother, Michael Donovan Briscoe. Welcome to the show, bro. Glad to have you, man.
Glad to be here, bro.
Glad. I said he's in town. I got to get him on this joint, man. So he's here in town. Share with us real quick who you are, where you live right now, some of your demographics real quick, and then what you doing here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm Michael Briscoe. I'm the third son of Bessie Briscoe, your older brother, and I live in Alexandria, Virginia. So I came down here because this is my 25-year reunion for my college, and I'm also down here to see you and the family. So staying connected.
We're glad to have you. Staying connected. I'm so glad he said staying connected. That is our theme today. As I'm talking with my brother, he was overwhelmed with a variety of emotions, thoughts, meditations, revelations about being connected, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to push aside what we're hearing in media. We're going to push aside what we're hearing with Trump, and we're going to focus again on ourselves, not necessarily relationships, but how to stay connected with these relationships, how to stay connected. So if you could explain to us what's happening here in Charlotte, North Carolina, in addition to you visiting us, what's happening with the reunion, and what does that mean to you?
It's a great time. I mean, it's my 25-year reunion for college, and many of my classmates were connecting with each other to try to see if we can get together. And in the midst of seeing them, I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to spend time with the family. So had a social hour with them last evening, and then a breakfast this morning, and class meeting. We're able to talk about a lot of things, and that's one of the key topics that I think is so paramount, is making sure you stay connected with the people who made you who you are and that can help you improve in life.
Very good, excellent. And in staying connected, we can have so many things happen outside of, you start getting older, you get married, you start having a family, but before this happened, you were an individual, you were developing yourself. There are people who you meet, there are people who you came in contact with, and they were very meaningful relationships. What starts to happen over time that some of us can start losing track of that?
I think it's life. With any of us, life gets in the way, and you start to learn about yourself, make mistakes, and I know I've made mistakes and had some successes as well. But in that process, you start to disconnect with sometimes the people that mean maybe the most to you and who made you the core of who you are. So I think with that happening, that takes effect. And then before you know it, time gets by.
Yes.
And 5-10 years, and before you know it, you're losing friends that mean a lot to you. And that starts to make you look at your life a lot differently.
Definitely. And I know as you look at that and time starts going on, I look right now, personally, I have a friend, I actually can say, wow, I've known this guy for 22 years. That's a long time. That's somebody's lifetime. That's a whole generation. And so at this point, even in the 40s, early 40s now, there's so many different things going on in life. Some people are being lost. Some of them are being called home. And so it helps you get a more important perspective on life. And so we really right now want to cap into this session and really get in on what's really important. So what's really important on why connecting is so important? What are some things that we really need to focus on more important when it comes to our relationships?
Well, I don't know where everyone else is, but I know that for me, I've learned that my spiritual life has to be the number one thing. And then the friendships that are most positive. The friendships that are the most positive in your life will affect you in the most impactful way that's going to benefit you beyond where you are.
Right, very good, excellent. Friendships, we have to nurture, we have to cultivate these friendships. We have to make sure we show value to them. Expressing to people how you really feel, being honest about them, and not letting things go, but also learning how to show grace when life does come at us, because all of us can get missing. You have your faithful people that come every year, but you have some of us, life gets a real good hold of, and we have to learn how to grace them and keep them in the fold. And those of us that are in those trenches, in those valleys, we have to stay connected, and sometimes may have to reach out and get some help. So I think this is really good. I think it's very significant. What are maybe two things you can leave with the audience on? What are some areas that we really, as a race of people, we really should be more focused on to help us really major in staying connected?
I would say our community. staying involved with our community, and that can get you more in an environment where you're making an impact beyond yourself. Coming outside of yourself is the most important piece.
That's good. Yeah, that's good, bro. Excellent. Did you have one more?
I'm trying to think of another one.
Because you said community, that's really huge. A lot of us get ours. I got my job, got my degree, I'm good, I'm gone, I'm out. We don't pass it on. So, but I think that one, you know what, we're going to leave it on that one. We're going to leave it right on that one. Because giving back and sharing what you've learned, I believe in our community, we've suffered from that, particularly with the African American community. A lot of other races tend to pass things on and stick to certain traditions a lot better in some ways, and I think that's an area that we can really challenge ourselves and do a little bit better in, passing things on, okay? I really think we can do that. So, giving back to our community, stretching ourselves and our arms back once we get to a certain place in life, and staying connected to those that help harness us and propel us to the next levels in life, and making sure we share that with the next generation. So in life, I'm excited my brother's here. I was about to start my spiel. I'm so glad you could make it to the show.
Definitely, man. I love you, bro.
And he's not only just my brother from the same mother, he's also my brother, all right?
No doubt, no
so
doubt.
you know what we roll with, the black and the old gold.
That's right.
And so in life, you know we go through. You know we have issues, but if you like what we're saying, you got to check in with the Soul Guru. We out.